There are stories we don't tell anyone, not because we've forgotten them, but because they live so deeply in us that words feel too small. Sometimes the past doesn't knock on the door. It moves in quietly. It becomes how we hold our breath when someone raises their voice. It's the way we flinch at kindness, expecting the sting of betrayal. It's the soft ache we carry without realizing it. We live forward, but we often feel backward. Letting go of the past doesn't mean erasing it. It means making peace with it. Not so we can forget, but so we can breathe without it pressing on our ribs. This meditation is not about escaping what was. It's about remembering who we are, beyond what hurt us. Memory is not just a record of events. It's the echo of emotion. The mind replays what the heart hasn't fully released. That's why we keep thinking about that one conversation, that mistake, that moment of silence when we needed words. But what if we could witness the past instead of reliving it? What if memory became a window, not a weight? Visualize this. You are in a quiet room. In front of you is a screen. Scenes from your past play. You do not judge. You do not flinch. You breathe. You whisper, "That happened," but it's no longer happening. This is where healing begins. Close your eyes, take a breath in, and let it go. Now imagine you're standing beside a calm river. In your hands you hold a lantern. Inside the lantern glows a memory. Painful, maybe unresolved. The sky above is beginning to soften into dusk. You kneel, open the lantern, and let the light inside float away on the water. It drifts gently, not rushed. You whisper, "Thank you for what you taught me, but I don't need to carry you anymore." With every lantern you release, your body softens. Your chest opens. Your past becomes lighter. Letting go is not abandonment, it's alchemy. We often hold on because something was unfinished. A goodbye that never came. Forgiveness we never received or gave. Grief at its core is love with nowhere to go. So give it somewhere to go. Write a letter to the version of you who was hurt. Or speak aloud to the person you miss. Not for them to hear, but for you to release. Say, "You hurt me, but I won't carry that hurt anymore. You left, but I choose to stay with myself. This pain meant something, but it's not who I am." Let the words be your ceremony. Let the tears be your rite of passage. Forgiveness is not permission. It's not forgetting. It's not saying what happened was okay. Forgiveness is saying, "I choose not to let what you did define who I become." It's choosing to no longer rehearse the wound. Visualize. Your heart is a closed room. Every memory is a guest. One by one, you open the door and say, "You can go now." Some guests leave slowly. Some slam the door. But eventually, the room becomes yours again. Forgiveness is not for them. It's for the life that is waiting for you. The past isn't only stored in memory. It's stored in the body. In the tension of your shoulders, in the way your jaw tightens, in the shallow breath you take without noticing. So let's return to the body. Place your hand over your heart. Feel its rhythm. Breathe into it. Now say, "I'm safe now. That moment has passed. I'm allowed to feel peace." Let your body hear it. Let your nervous system trust it. Let healing be something physical, not just poetic. Letting go is a practice. Here are 3 rituals you can return to. Water release. Write a memory on a piece of paper. Tear it slowly. Then release the pieces into water. A stream, a sink, a bowl. Watch them dissolve. Fire ceremony. Write down what you're ready to release. Read it aloud, then burn it safely. Let the smoke rise like a prayer. Walking meditation. Go on a silent walk. With each step repeat, "I step out of the past. I walk into my life." Let your body lead where your heart hesitates. You don't have to do this all at once. Letting go is not linear, it's seasonal. Some days you'll feel light, others heavy. But each day you choose peace is a victory. If you peeled away every story, every scar, every shadow from yesterday, who would you be? Beneath it all, there is a self untouched by pain, still whole, still worthy, still radiant. You're not the worst thing that happened to you. You are the healing that followed. You are the quiet decision to stay soft in a world that hardened you. The past shaped you, but it doesn't own you. You get to choose who you become from here. Tonight, find a quiet moment. Write a single sentence. I am ready to let go of, and finish it without editing. Then breathe. Whisper, I'm free to move forward. If this meditation helped you, share it with someone who still carries the weight of yesterday. And in our next journey, we'll explore the creative spark that returns once we release what once held us. Creative Flow, a visual meditation to unlock your creativity. Until then, walk gently. The past is behind, and your hands are finally free.